Yes. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still one students.
yes. Maybe call him. I can
Okay.
call.
Okay. 彭毅 is online right now.
Yes. Okay.
Hello, 彭毅。
Hello，等一下。
Hi. Okay. Let's start today's discussion. Okay.
Okay, so maybe start from the AI introduction presentation, and Ziying will share the screen.
Thanks.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. It's good. That's good.
I will introduction the artificial intelligence. Next page. Next page.
Okay.
And I will introduce what artificial intelligence is. Okay, next page. In 1950, Alan Turing published Computing, Machinery and Intelligence. In a paper, Turing, famous for breaking the Nazi Enigma code during World War II, proposed to answer the questions, can machines think, and introduce the Turing test to determine if the computer can demonstrate the same intelligence as a human. The value of the Turing test has been debated ever since. And in 1956, John McCarthy coined the term artificial intelligence, and he said, artificial intelligence is to make the behavior of the machine. It looks like an act of intelligence displayed by human. And in this simplest form, artificial intelligence is a field that combines computer science and robot data sets to enable problem solving. This display compares AI algorithms that seek to create explore systems that make prediction or classification based on input data. Okay, next page. And I will introduce deep learning and machine learning. Since deep learning and machine learning tend to be used in interchangeability, the nuance between the two are worth nothing. Deep learning, also known as supervised learning, compares neural network. Deep learning refers to a neural network of more than 3 layers, include the input and output. The way in which deep learning and machine learning differ is in how each algorithm learns. Deep machine learning can leverage labeled data sets to inform its algorithm. It can ingest unstructured data in its raw form and it can automatically determine the hierarchy of features, which distinguish different categories of data from one another. Unlike machine learning, it doesn't require human intervention to process data, allow us to scale machine learning in more interesting way. Okay, next page. There are three types of artificial intelligence. The first one is weak AI, also called narrow AI or artificial narrow AI intelligence. AI training and focus on performing specific tasks. Weak AI drive most of the AI that surround us today. It enables some very robust applications such as Apple Siri, Amazon Alexa, and IBM Watson. Next are strong AI, compressed artificial general intelligence. And AGI or general AI is the theoretical form of AI where a machine would have an intelligence equal to humans. It will have a self-aware consciousness that can solve problems, learnings, and plan for the future. And ASI, also known as super intelligence, which surpass the intelligence and ability of the human brain. The best example of ASI might be from science fiction and movie. Okay, next page. There are numerous real-world applications of AI system today. Below are some of the most common use cases. Okay, next page. Okay, there are major development area of artificial intelligence. Have in image recognition, smart healthcare, natural language analysis, automatic machines, diction systems, and the above is the artificial intelligence I introduced to you. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Now I'm going to briefly introduce 3 AI applications that are currently being used in the nursing field. Next page. Okay. The first one is wound recognition. AI deep learning is applied to recognize wound tissue, calculate the wound area, and estimate wound dimensions. The wound area integration judgment accuracy reaches 90%. It is combined with color, thermal sensing, and 3D technology. You can use any smartphone, tablet, or camera to take photos of wounds and upload them for image analysis. This system assists healthcare professionals in quickly identifying the wound. It also can monitor the healing progress. It helps nurses to record and assessing wound, providing more suggestions to further care. This application not only supports the shortage of nurses, but also enhance the efficiency of wound management and case checking. It also facilitates the development of telemedicine. Recently, it's commonly used in long-term care, such as pressure sores and for chronic disease, such as diabetes foot. Next page. The second one is a smart medicine cabinet. Actually, the smart medicine cabinet also is called as automatic dispensing cabinet, ADC. In each ward, ADC can distribute medications quickly according to the doctor's orders and verified by pharmacists. That can ensure 100% accuracy. This design also can reduce the chances of nurses picking up the wrong medications, and it can decrease the time for waiting the drugs. Additionally, common medications are categorized in the cabinet, where nurses need to dispense medication. They can directly retrieve it from this equipment. The patient with complex disease and medication regimens, this system can compare vast amounts of data rapidly, like medication names, dosages, and side effects. It can improve more efficiency than manual process by nurses. Next page. Okay. The third one is a smart robot. Nowadays, smart robots are widely used. A robot can accompany the elderly with dementia to engage in cognitive training, social activities, and daily care. The robots also can upload the healthy data of the elderly to the cloud. So this is because robots can process and analyze to build a patient-by-patient database system for promoting dementia care. Smart robots can help elevate the loneliness as the elderly can make friends with robots and use them to stay in touch with family. Moreover, smart robots can offer caregivers much needed respite. With the offer extra assistant, caregivers can reduce the burden and stress of them. The above example are my introduced. Thank you.
Okay, can everyone hear me? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. I will send a link, and this link you can open, and you can type your questions in the presentations process, and maybe in the Q&A you can and we will answer or discuss about the questions. Thank you. So the next part is my part. So hello everyone, I'm waiting, or you can call me in. So it's my turn to introduce the artificial intelligence application in medical technology field. But before starting the applications, I want to let you know about what exactly is the medical technology and the laboratory science. Okay, next page. Okay, so first, about the medical technology can be abbreviated into so-called MT and include using different instruments and examining the data across from prevention to care. And once the outcome is come up, the treatment can carry on. And second, for the laboratory science, literally by carrying out the experiments, we can get conclusions to check if they fit our predictions. Throughout the process, it helps for diagnosis. And the two combination is what my major. Okay, next page. So the next part is the AI application in this field, and I will focus on examination steps and the models. Okay, next page. Okay, for the examination steps, we hope that the examination can be conducted faster, so it can separate into 3 parts for facing the patients, machines, and the doctors. So for nowadays, there are automatic drawing blood machine, as you can see on the picture. And for this machine, they can providing patients to have more time to consulting to us and in provide a more comfortable service. And once the former patients has finished the throwing blood, that the next one can continue without waiting. And for facing to the machines, their robots can quickly classify the specimen and transfer to us. So we save more time to classify the specimen. The specimen is the samples, same as the samples. So finally, for facing to the doctors, the time we leave can turn into more space to discuss the specimens or the samples outcomes and make patients receive better care. Okay, next page. So for more current models means that many diseases arise from complicated tests, and that's why diagnosis is so difficult. However, by the artificial intelligence, it provides a convenience. It is capable of tackling the difficulties for combine the molecular mechanism under genesis and other causes. And the high-level algorithms can analyze the network and conclude the outcomes. And in this way, it can apply on cancer targeting, drug resistance examination, and to make the concept more clearly. And for the algorithm, I can be details, and it will divide into 2 parts. So next page. So in the detail, for one of the algorithm is the network-based biologic analysis algorithms, and the other is the machine learning-based biologic analyzing algorithm. So in the past, we used the network-based one to provide a variety of approaches to identify cancer targets. For the different perspective, and we can consent each other to get current explanation. And for now, we use machine learning-based biologic algorithm more, for it can process more data and it can deal with the data more efficiently. And there, for this one, the complex molecular data can be separate and to see for a wide region. Okay, so this is my end of the medical technology field. Thank you.
Okay, and next up we're gonna talk about a artificial intelligence applications in medical imaging field. Next page. Next page, please. Oh no, the last page. Okay. There's a artificial intelligence systems called DeepNet, and it's created by the Taipei Veterans General Hospital teams, and it's applied to an MRI's field. Okay, next page. And in conventional ways, when a patient got shot by an MRI, there's hundreds of photos will need to be examined by doctors, finding where's the tumor is and calculate the value of the tumors. And it's very time demanding. So, and if we use artificial intelligence to help us do the things, then it can be much faster. Next page. So now, the DeepMed help us do these things. When the patients are shot by MRI, those photos will be transported to the PACS systems, and it is a system that stores the photos of the patients. So the system will marketing the tumors by scanning and examining all the photos in the data storage. And it can automatically calculate the value of the tumors. So in conventional ways, the doctor need to take so many time to examine those photos in this page. So what is the advantage of this system? It minimizes the time. So the doctor don't need to takes many hours to examine those photos, and it gives patients and doctors more time to make the decisions for the subsequently therapy. And the other advantage of this system is if the local hospital have this system, and its quality of the diagnosis can the same as the medical center. So artificial intelligence in this field is a very novel invention. Yes. Okay, this is my presentation.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And my part is to conclude the above mentioned. And after the introduction of artificial intelligence, I conclude the above content into 3 points. The first one is that artificial intelligence can be presented in different forms. Like the smart robot, it can accept the command from human and execute its mission, while the DeepMed, they read a large amount of images and build its own model. When the next time they input an image, it can recognize whether the patient is positive or not. And the second one is that artificial intelligence can be used in many fields, including diagnosis and treatment. Also, they can be an assistant of taking care of the patients. With the help of AI, patients can solve their daily needs on their own, so that it can enhance the efficiency of patient caring and reduce the human error. And the last one is that AI can totally change our life. The advantage that AI brought has created lots of convenience to human world, not just because it has enhanced the efficiency of medical treatment, but it also can help us on our daily stuff, like we turn on the air conditioner, switch on and off can also need the algorithm to let the air conditioner turn on. And AI technology has already mixed to our life. The only difference between air conditioner and medical algorithm is the complexity of the algorithm and the code it writes inside the chip. It can be said that AI cannot be separate from our life now. And talking about our topic, dementia, there are already some artificial intelligence technology to diagnose the symptoms in early stage.
Because when people notice someone has suffered from dementia, the one is actually got sick for a long time without obvious symptom. So some medical team has used EEG to diagnose dementia in early stage. There is also service provider cooperate with medical equipment company to analyze the voice when speaking on the phone through AI to detect whether the person might be possible to suffer from dementia. And talking about patient caring, just like above mentioned, there is a smart robot called Stevie the robot that has already arrived at Australia, and it is used to accomplish daily job of the patients and can also remind the time to take pill. What's more importantly is that it can share the burden of healthcare providers and provide companionship. And that's all of our report. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Oh, so maybe we can take a rest to
10
9
minutes.
10 minutes, yes.
Yeah, and all of us can think about the presentation of our students. Maybe you have some questions, but I think they are have great introduction from the history and the definition and the different kind of application of artificial intelligence. So we can take a break for 10 minutes and then we go back. If you have any questions, please leave in the chat box and we can discuss or reply on the chat box. Thank you. See you later. 10
teacher,
minutes.
Teacher, sorry,
Yes.
sorry to bother. And I open a platform and the link is on the Line group.
Oh, Line group. Okay.
Maybe we can to open up this application and to type the questions on it, and later I can show the full screen to present.
Our Line group, right?
Yes, the Slido.
Okay, Slido. Okay, good.
Yes.
Everybody knows how to use Slido. Okay. Is it a? Okay.
Okay, maybe take a rest to 10 minutes. In Taiwan is 7:10 and in Japan is 8:10. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's 10, 7:10. Do anyone has more time to type your questions? Okay, maybe I can first to share the screen. Okay, so this is the questions. And the first one is the example. So that one is I type. So maybe start from the first questions. Are there any people who don't like care by smart robots or artificial intelligence? So maybe these questions we can take turns to discuss our thinkings. So maybe start from me. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Mm. Okay. So start from me. And for me, I think the smart robots or artificial intelligence, it has bring us conveniences, but but for the for caring these things, I think maybe human will more fit for this job because they can provide warmth and um, the some body languages in person. And I think if we the robots take place around the world, maybe it will make people and people more separated. So I think I indeed recognize that the robots and artificial intelligence provide us many advantage, but I think I'm not really like the smart robots. Okay. So maybe the next one we can take turns from the presentation priority. So maybe start from Yushen to share about the first question's thinking. Do Yushen hear me?
Yes.
Maybe you can share your thinking about the first questions.
Mm. Uh,
You didn't think these things before.
uh,
Oh, so or we can say that from the process you prepare for your presentation, what you find or what is your thinking from your preparation for the presentation. How do you think about the smart robots or the artificial intelligence?
I think smart robot is will be useful in the future for anything. Maybe can be healthcare or teach. I think yes, I think about the smart robot like that.
Okay. So the next one is Yunshen.
Okay. I have seen some research. It's about some robots. Today's robots can feel human emotions and respond accordingly. So the elderly will not like it at first, but after the robot has been with them for a long time, those elderly feel good. So I think it has advantage.
Okay. So the next one is Peng Yi.
Okay, I think maybe the elders were concerned about the capability of the smart robot because maybe they don't want a fake person to take care of them. Yes, they might think a real person is more capable than a machine or a robot. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. So next one is Ziying.
I think some people don't like the robot to take care of them because maybe the real human to take care of them can be more thinking about their feelings. Thank you.
Okay, so for the Japanese students, maybe we start from Shuji. Shuji-san.
Okay. I think that there are some people who don't like care by smart robots or AI, such as elderly people, because they think it is natural for them to take care of by real people. So firstly, they don't like care by AI, but AI can't respond their feelings. They become more friendly care by AI. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So next one, maybe Chisato-san.
Yes. I think that machines are making laws, but there are still those who are not comfortable with that. And yeah. Some people think that interacting with people is better than interacting with machines. And yeah, so there are some people who don't want to care by smart robots or artificial intelligence. That's all.
Okay. Oh, so the next one is Misaki-san.
Okay. I agree with be cared by robots because I don't like other people to see my body like some when I take a bath. But some elderly people or child will don't like be cared by robot for safety reasons. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. And finally, maybe teacher can share your thinking about to us.
Good, very good questions. I think you are so great. Okay, most of people are thinking about the robot is this kind of your the presentation, such like your PPT. And please read the line. I just sent an image, a video on the line. The girl is also made by AI robot, but you think she is like a real person. He can talk and he can feeling and he can respond to you. So if the kind of robot can taking care about you, maybe the patient will get a more accept from the kind of robot. So that's what I asking about the first question. In CGU,那个 College of Technology, our teachers have created a robot. The robot named Follow Me. The robot is if you can maybe next time you come to CGU, I can show you the robot. Follow Me. What does the robot do when the COVID pandemic stage? Most of people got COVID. Nurse or doctors have to put on all the protective suits and taking care of the patients because the patients are very, very sick and they have very in high risk of infections. So the robot can assist us to monitor the patient's condition. And then the robot Follow Me, he can walking into the ward and scan the patient's sign, such as his breathing and his heart rate and his the facial colors. So the robot cannot taking over all the cares for us, but it can assist some care for us. And I also like the opinion about the privacy. Most of people don't like his privacy being looked or being explored by strangers, such as nurse or doctors. We have to open patients' clothes or open patients' window, everything. But if we use robot or we use another technology, and you can protect the patient's privacy, and then the patient also like to share his questions to you. So that is the advantage of the artificial intelligence. So that's my conclusion of the first question. And you can discuss or you can give me any response. Okay.
Okay, so maybe we can following the second questions. And this person has asked, I have never heard of wood recognition in Japan. Is the wood recognition system well known in Taiwan? So maybe these questions can answer by the Yunshen. Is Yunshen take charge of this?
Okay.
Mm.
Since the COVID-19 since the beginning of the COVID-19, more and more people have begun to use wood recognition because people need this for telemedicine. And now in Taiwan, many institutions are constantly develop better systems for wood recognition.
Good. Okay. Maybe I can and I should answer these questions. So let me share my screen with you. I will give you a short introduction of my research, my published papers. Have you seen my screen?
Yes.
Okay. This is my paper. It is published last year. This is a granulation tissue detection model to track chronic wound healing in DM foot ulcers. Because DM foot patients, this paper is published on electronics, and it's my work with our colleagues. And I will give you some short background and the research design. Because of DM foot ulcer is a tough issue for clinical practitioners, and the patient is it's a very difficult to identify the wound. But this kind of wound is affected by many factors to affect the healing, such as if we don't provide good care of the wound, the patient maybe have to face to the amputation or infection. Maybe they have to die by the very bad infections. And so we were most of nurses are by using our eye to observe the patient's wound. But during the COVID pandemic stage, patient cannot go to hospital. And also doctor and nurses are difficult to visit the patients. So we use the mobile health. What is the mobile health? That means the patient can take pictures at home by using their cell phone, the camera of their cell phone, and the patient will send the pictures to nurses or doctors, and we will ask. They can ask questions about the wound healing or their feelings of the wound, and the doctor and nurses will respond to our patients. So that's what I'm doing when the pandemic, the past 3 years, my patient cannot visit the hospital. So what can I do? Let me show you some pictures. Okay. Why I did such kind of research? Because the measurement of extent of the ulcers is so difficult. If we can see our patients, we can use the ruler to measure the wound, the size of the wound. But when patients stay at home, they cannot describe very clearly. But if they can take pictures for me, and also by using a ruler on his wound, and I can clearly to identify the size of the color, and I can making differential diagnosis of the tissue. What is the tissue? Some tissue are good for healing, such as granulation tissue. Granulation tissue is the cell growing up. And some kind of tissue are infection tissue. And some tissues are moist tissue, too wet or maybe too dirty. That means the wound is get pass or get infectious. That is a very bad tissues. So I can estimation about the wound recovery. So during the pandemic stage, all of the medical staffs are working very, very hard, and we have working burdens. So I'm willing to, and the patient are difficult to visit doctors, but I still have to taking care about our patients. So I wish my patients can provide me any the needs for me for them. So I using for this reason, I want to reduce the amputation rate or the infection rate. So I've done this research. So I ask a question: can AI provide any help during COVID-19 pandemic stage? I think you totally understand that the answer is yes. let me show you. I collect 219 patients' wound pictures. The wound pictures are taken by the cell phone, their cell phone, and their cell phone. The data are from 100 DM foot ulcer patients, so you can know how many patients cannot visit hospital during that time. And I collected the data from Chang'an Memorial Hospital and the National Taiwan University Hospital, the biggest two medical centers of the north of Taiwan. So I collect 100 patients, and the 200 each patient provide me 2 to 3 pictures. So I collect 219 pictures, and I put all the pictures to the computer data. Before I put in the computer data, I invite 5 specialists who have more than 20 years working experience with the patient, with treating the patient with DM foot ulcer wounds. And why I ask them? I ask them to drawing the tissues, because I just tell you, we have different kind of tissues. We have infectious tissues, we have granulation tissues, we have some gangrene tissues. So I ask the doctors and nurses to drawing what parts is granulation tissues, what parts is infection tissues. And from different doctors or nurses, they maybe have different thoughts. So I have to make them have a conclusion, have the same conclusion of, or they have discussed and have and they and provide their experiences. So that means validation to make the data validation. After the data validation, I send into the computer. So that is my research design. I give my patients a wound app. and they can using the app taking pictures every day for me. And I also provide my patients a wearable device, such like your watch. The watch can monitor the heart rate, the patient's sleeping patterns. HRV means the heart rate variety. So I think you can understand if when you are anxiety, your heart rate variety will very high. When you are very calm, your heart rate variety are very stable. So the heart rate variety can let me know about the patient's mood. And I also using the wearable device to monitor the patient's sleeping status and also the exercise. For example, how many stairs they climbing, how many steps they walking every day, and the data will sent by computer to me. And also I can take in the blood pressure, everything. And I also provide them a questionnaire and the lab data. The lab data are directly from the computer. They can answer the questionnaire and the lab data into my my app. And I also create a Line official account. So every patient can contact with doctors and nurses, and my assistant will answer them questions. Or the computer will give them some response very rapidly. So let me show you our image. That's the algorithm. Okay, that is my data. This is my patient's wound, and I using different kind of colors to identify different tissues. For example, the red colors are granulation tissues. That means it's good tissue. The tissue will growing up. The wound will healing. And the green one is non-granulation tissues. That means it may be infection, it may be some narcotics, for example. And I also lab blue, that means non-wound area, because, for example, this picture we have, you can see the green area, right? The green area is the bed sheet of the patient. So if I don't identify the different parts, the computer cannot recognize what's that. So I have to give computer the definition. So after the algorithm, the computer will repeat to computing, and that will get a conclusion. That is my method. I using 32 by 32 blocks and calculated by the algorithm, and I develop a model. So that is my patient's wound. The data sampling will classify every data will classify 3 times to make validate. So that is the first round and the second round and the third one. And you can see this wound image is very shadow. This is very deep wound, right? Very deep wound. And the kind of wound is very shallow or very not so deeply. So that's why the DM foot ulcer wound is so difficult to identify, because it is very complicated. So that's what I do. That's my publish. So my results. If you have interesting, that is my wound real data. And after computer identify, they can show me different colors, and after 3 rounds, the data validity is very correct. So That is my model. So my model is successfully can identify the granulation tissues. So I can understand that the patient's wound is getting good, is getting improved or getting worse. So that is my research. Does anybody understand? Or any questions? Okay.
Okay. And is anyone have the questions about the presentation or the teacher's presentation? Okay, no.
Any Slido questions?
I check. I can check.
Let me, okay.
Okay, no
No more?
No more. No more. So, I want to ask teacher about the next meeting. What we gonna to prepare? Yeah.
I think group 3 are the most good groups because we have good leaders and everybody are so participative. Other teachers told me some students are absent in this class, but in our group, everybody are recognized and everybody are know what he or she has to do. So I am so proud of you. And today we are going very fast because we are giving introduction of artificial intelligence introduction. And I think other groups didn't give any presentation. Maybe we can think about more deeply of our applications. For example, we can reading some papers or reading some articles you are interested to share us of the application of your field. For example, in nursing, for example, in medical technology, or in medical radiology. It's also it's good. Or next time.
Okay.
Okay, wait, team.
I summarize the teacher's thinking. So maybe the next meeting we everyone can prepare for one example for the artificial intelligence application in your film, and maybe to present one after one next one. Yes, just everyone to prepare one, and maybe for 3 minutes to 5 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
Can give us a 3 minutes or 5 minutes presentation of an article of assesses.
Okay, and the priority, maybe I can use the app to arrange.
Yes.
Okay, is everyone okay? Okay, and I want to announce about the next meeting's schedule, and maybe I will schedule in the August 3rd. August 3rd. And maybe the same time. In Taiwan, in TB time is the 6:30 to 8:30.
So
And
it's
yes, yes, in August 3. August 3rd, yes.
3rd. August 3rd, I visit in Okayama University.
Oh.
All teachers are visit Okayama University.
Oh.
Can I see you, Shuji? Will you at the school? August 3rd?
August 3rd?
Yeah.
August 3rd, we have
4
some
all day, 4 teachers
No.
will visit, and
okay.
all days. We will departure from August 2nd, and we will leaving on August 5. And we will stay in Okayama University, 3 department, with your teachers and with our I don't know, maybe students are in. I will show you our schedule. Oh, I send you the pictures. It's okay. I can discuss with you in Japan. Let me show you our schedule. If 7:30 is good for
Where?
me,
So yeah,
let
I can.
me check the day. We have full schedule in Okayama University.
I can see
I don't
your
have-
schedule. Where?
Even though I don't have time to go shopping. Let me send you my schedule to Okayama.
To Okayama.
All teachers will visit Okayama University. Let me check.
Yes.
Check.
No, I can't see your schedule. Where?
Okay, I will send you our schedule.
Okay.
1 second. Okay. I put it on the line. Yeah. Can you find?
Yes, I can. I can
Okay,
see.
so we will visit Okayama University. Oh, I think 3rd. We have dinner with your teachers. So
Yes.
so I can't discuss with you. Maybe you can discuss by yourself, and I can read the recording, because I don't know, maybe after the dinner, maybe it's very late. Yeah. Or you can waiting for me to go back. How do you think?
So we didn't make sure for the dinner time or with the teacher. Okay.
I give you our schedule. It's okay. So
So if so for the meeting we can take by ourselves without teacher.
Sure, but I will read the record. I will view your recording, and I can understand what you discussed. And if you have any questions, I will reply to you.
Oh, okay.
Online or on the meeting, on the Teams. It's also I can reply to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is anyone not available in August 3rd? Everyone okay?
What time?
August 3rd.
August 3rd.
August 3rd.
Okay.
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 Maybe we can try once without teacher.
Maybe you can feel very freely because without teacher join.
Okay. It's okay. Okay for
okay. So I will
Okay.
read I will check the video. But so don't forget to taking recording for me. It's okay.
Okay.
That's good. Just let me know if you have any questions or you want me to provide you any references. I'm so glad to provide or everything you want.
Okay.
I have to let you know, I'm really, really like you very, very much. You are so good. You are so good.
Okay, so maybe for the meeting detail, I will post later. And the next meeting will be set on the August 3rd. And What time is this?
August the 3rd.
This is okay. Okay, so maybe we end this meeting. Okay.
Good. And we can take a pictures together.
Oh, okay.
Waiting, and please take pictures of us.
Okay.
Make a recording.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, I have taken. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
See you next week.
Okay.
See you next week. Have a nice evening.
Okay.
I hope to see Okayama students when we visit Okayama. Is it possible? I hope so. I will bring some gift for you. But I have to keep my secret. Okay, see you.
Yes, see you. Thank you.
拜拜。拜拜。台湾同学，你们真的很棒，非常非常棒。
Okay.